Cross comes in high and will go over Andermeyer and also the goal. Pushing his whole side really upfield for this goal kick. I think Taylor may have gotten the slightest of touches to that ball as it came over the top of it. South Adelaide back in possession though, that ball stayed in play. Came off Bannister last as a judge by a referee. It is the 2-1 scoreline, but I wouldn't say either side has looked too convincing as we see that slip there either. There have been a few mistakes from both sides. There's a late challenge in there, but the referee very quickly to wave that one off as we just tick towards the half hour.
If you try to pick out a positive from either side, I think it'll be the same thing for both, and that'll be on the attacking side. South Adelaide using that right-hand side and using the full width to create their opportunities and launch some effective encounters on a couple of different occasions. Meanwhile, Salisbury United doing a little bit differently, creating a little bit of chaos up front, but at both ends it just seems to be a little bit loose defensively as South Adelaide come forward again.
Back into the centre towards Papageorgiou, but again some miscommunication leads to Salisbury United's ball. Opportunity to come forward, and with one of the sparks perhaps of this first half from Matthew Miatic coming forward now. Tries to get past, still trying to battle for it. Collision off the ball in which Miatic goes down. Referee wasn't aware of it. Like you said, Simon, it's sort of been the two right wingers in Samaras and Miatic that have run the show so far tonight for each side.
And I think the turnovers are a little bit concerning as well. It just seems to be happening in that line between defence and midfield on both occasions. In that instance, it was one of the players for Salisbury United that the ball just landed on his lap, just beyond the midfielders, and he just had so much space to use before getting to that defensive line. And it just seems like the midfielders didn't track back to help either.
And that ball back was Conroy. Challenge in, and he does keep it, does Daniel Riles.
Speaking of picking up those loose balls, it seems to be Riles that just happens to be on the edge of all those ones that South Adelaide are tending to win.
Thompson with a nice switch of play towards Samaras. Finds the ball back now with Sam Stiles. The ball comes in towards Andermeyer only.
Jesse Thompson seemed to have just a heap of space just outside the 18-yard box there, giving possibly a little bit of a better option to go for in that case.
Here comes off Miatic last for South Adelaide's throw. Taylor sweep this up from the front line, but unfortunately for him, just seems to stop. But Salisbury play on. Miatic taken down with the challenge from George Tregust, and will be the goal kick. But Matt Taylor just pulling up there, trying to keep that ball in. Looks to be okay, but hopefully just a bit awkwardly.
Yeah, it looked like a bit of a... Sorry to interrupt. Really unfortunate timing though, because Taekwondo was just waiting. He was ready to take the ball under not a whole lot of pressure there, but right as he was about to play, Matt Taylor just reaches for his calf, and could have been a very good opportunity for Salisbury United there, if not for the really unfortunate timing of whatever that was.
Here's Taylor back on his feet and looks to be all right. That's well done by O. Some nice footwork as well to get into the box, right to the byline, looking for the cutback. Will be the corner.
Whoa.
What's that?
I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys, Nina just built an app.
Impossible.
Nina can't code.
Interesting. Can it generate reports?
It can now.
Nice.
So you're saying we can all build apps now?
Yeah.
I'm on lunch. I gotta make a call.
I'll be right back.
Just built an inventory tracker. Protein calculator. Book sharing app.
A workflow manager that
Tracks who still owes for the group lunch.
Trash duty schedule. Since no one seems to care.
just built a
I
performance
just created a goal
manager.
tracking system.
We built the same thing, didn't we?
Yep.
Can this thing manage contact?
I want to animate this graph.
Create a party.
Planner.
Profesor de español.
An inter-office dating app. For dogs. For office dogs. You know what I mean?
Trying to create a little bit of a scramble. We've seen Adelaide in a little bit of a comfortable, uncomfortable position on their heels right on the goal line. So maybe that's something that they can look to exploit.
Foul there that time. Good century. It has been just quite a fascinating game because you just can't tell what either side's going to come with next. It's a clip in the back of the leg there, and it will be a free kick. But yeah, it's quite baffling of not really knowing or not really seeing a pattern as of yet for either side, other than mainly the right sides of each attack being the main focal points.
Well, I think you were talking about the recent results before, but it's just such a different type of game for, you said in the intro, South Adelaide about to come a long way on a weeknight, and even though there's not a lot they can get from this in terms of their outcome from this season, they'll be wanting to at least feel like they've put in a good shift. And Salisbury United, their backs well and truly against the wall at the moment.
Ball comes in, it's caught comfortably by Stewart. The youth of South Adelaide before going on to Mount Barker, Bocala, and also time with Adelaide Cobras. South Adelaide goalkeeper tonight, no Jude Yeomans, either the Englishman for tonight's match. Ball comes in from Jones. It was Taylor at the back post again. That was very good work from Jacob Jones to find the right kind of angle, and I think Matt Taylor just caught in two minds about whether or not to hit that with his head or his foot as I look back at the replay.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. Maybe just caught off balance a little bit when he had to finally make that decisive moment, but made Jaden Stewart's heart skip a beat again there, and I think he's put in quite a shift for the first 36 minutes of this match.
Chetri's head up as it bounces in the air again. Opting to move the ball centrally. Back out wide. Georgie in an attempt to chase it down, but gives up on the cause, and it will be a Salisbury throw. Put on by Papa Georgiou there, that ball. That will again roll out of play, this time for a Salisbury throw.
Nice little build up all the way until it went out.
And the battle there, which Taekwondo does win.
Just thinking the ground steward is going to have a little bit less to do when they come back with their shiny new pitch next year.
It's a fairly errant touch there from Matt Taylor again. Breaks down the attack. Pressure on there. It's a nice touch in behind from Harrington. And now here's Majetic once again. Has pressure on two, does Majetic. Has it taken off of him the last second. back inside by Sung-Mo Huang. Has 7 goals this season. Very impressive tally for a side that is bottom of the table. Has been with Seoul Eland over in South Korea. Also timing Germany with Ginsheim. As here they come and attack through Huang on the tight angle.
Crowd are very happy with that defensive effort, but that build-up play from Salisbury was very nice there too. Just that little poke to find it to the feet of playing it. He was all too ready to try and carry that into a dangerous area.
Corner comes in low. It's a very poor corner. Just stuffs all the way along the ground. Matic tries to take it inside, but again has the ball taken off of him. Cross comes in, falls all the way to the back post. And tries to come inside, but a touch forces the goal kick.
I was just thinking, it's these little transition moments where it's really making you hold your breath here, but to be fair, I think most of the first half has been a transition moment.
Yeah.
It wasn't the first 15 minutes that we saw those first 3 goals, and although, you know, there's been none since, there's been plenty of opportunities at either end. Fast and furious here.
Long from Andermatt. That header's won by Tree Gust.
It was in there near the bar.
Jones. Challenge in there once again. It will be a free kick. 5 minutes left until half time. An equaliser would do them some good. Heading into the break as the ball does come in. Matic. Long ball into the back post. That goes down with a challenge, but nothing really more than shouts from the crowd. South Adelaide's counter. Samaras. His ball sliding in, it falls for Papageorgiou! Unable to get another for the evening. Will be a goal kick.
Seems to be that left post that just he's moving last minute for South Adelaide again. It just goes right on that near side. Really, with the near opportunities that South Adelaide had missed, even over the last 15 minutes, it could have very easily been 4-1.
Every game there's a box.
Huge consequences possibly for tonight's game, but just as big next Friday night in the HBG Women's State League 2 Championship final. Vipers of the State League 2 South will take on Ponting Eagles, the two sides of course relegated from the State League 1 last season, playing for State League 1 promotion on the line on Friday the 14th of August, 7:15 p.m. That one next Friday. Do make sure to get your tickets at the Football SA website. Will be a huge number on that Friday. We saw the first edition of that final last year between Eastern and Vista, and what a great occasion it was. Hopefully looking for more of the same in terms of the spectacle next Friday night as the State League 2 play their final round this upcoming weekend, as do the WNPL. Ball crossed in, goes over all the heads. Throw goes up. Taylor's touch. Again, just a hint of miscommunication when deciding who's going to take that ball. That headers downwards by Smith, but falls back to O. Cross field towards Jacob Jones. Takes on one. Has options in the box to Jacob Jones. Goes himself. There were plenty of options if he could find the pass in there for Jacob Jones, as he's Huang with a great first touch, albeit unorthodox. Still goes as one. Sunglo Huang. Let's take it right to the byline. Wins the corner.
Just a beautiful piece of build-up from South Adelaide. Saw a couple of really fascinating things there. One was Cyrus there, just using his body beautifully to measure that ball coming in and beat the player, and then with one coming forward, just rather than using his body, using his feet to tremendous effect to drive into a deep position and ultimately a chance from a corner here late.
Can South Adelaide perhaps make it 3 in the first half? They scored twice to open it before Salisbury pinbacks a goal. That ball goes right back out for another corner, another throw-in, sorry.
I'm not sure if that's a second corner in quick succession. That was pretty dreadful. It wasn't pretty. Just both on the near side a little bit earlier, and this thing just went straight into the player. Just front post.
They'll have another throw. As we just about tick into additional time here at PSD Energy Park. This first match of round 21. South Adelaide with a chance here as it's header that's flicked on by Kumbakau. Smith battling right up against Julian Vella. But South Adelaide's throw and they continue on. Another foul, perhaps in the box, but waved away. Inconsistent, probably the word you can use to describe this first half, Simon.
I think that's fair to say, but I'm pretty impressed with a couple of players in particular from South Adelaide. And the two that I mentioned in the last bit of build-up as well, Sunglo Huang and Nicholas Samaras. I think they've been very, very good in the fact that they've got a couple of players that are standing out in the counter-attack. Sort of shows, I guess, the way that South Adelaide have found themselves in front.
Salisbury's season on the line with a massive second 45 to come. 2-1 down at the break. But plenty more fight from both sides, I'm sure. South Adelaide looking to not make a fool of themselves as they do go down in the State League 2. But certainly plenty of conversations to be had at half-time. It is half-time here at PSD Energy Park. Half-time score is Salisbury United 1, South Adelaide 2.
Go ahead.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Introducing Carl's Jr. Star Boxes for taste and value that's out of this world. Choose a tasty ranch, original, Santa Fe or barbecue double cheeseburger and grab a small fries, all for only $6.95. Carl's Jr. Eat like you mean it.
I just want to make an impact.
Hop in.
Where are we going?
There are so many career paths with SAPOL, from operations to CSI. You can walk the beat or work somewhere a little quieter. If you want to make a difference, there's a career at SAPOL for you.
Hey, it's going to be all right.
Call up the search.
Find where you belong in blue. Search SAPOL Careers.
At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
Playing the ball out now to his right back,
Busy now. Shatira overlapping run. Cittadini struck it well, and he's made it 2-0. Michael Cittadini with a fine right-footed strike. Great play by Satira as well to leave the ball for his.
Plays it short. Atkinson goes low. Atkinson and finds the bottom corner, and there's the goal, the opening goal. Daniel Atkinson.
To internationalist Jared Clark. But Metrostar still have it. Here they come again. Cittadini on his left. Clever. Cuts it back to Gow. And that's Hamish Gow-tastic for 1-0. What a finish. And that'll spark some life into this game.
Só no 8 do 8 Shopee você tem 50% off nas lives do app, frete grátis com entrega rápida e 18 milhões em cupons de desconto. É oferta pra família inteira. 8 do 8. Na Shopee, compensa mais. Shopee.
I think the people involved, you get to meet a lot of people in football, and that's just one of the great things. Not only is the sport great, but the people involved. So fellow referees, players, coaches, even fans. I love officiating because it keeps me involved in football. I was a player, but I don't reckon I could cut it out there anymore, at least at any decent level. But as a referee, I get to be involved in high levels of football. Keeps me involved, keeps me fit, and is great fun. I think I have a moment of this is why I do this every week. It's always good fun to get out there, and there are tough moments, but being resilient and succeeding, even just in the little things throughout a match. I think embracing challenges is such an important skill to learn, and as a referee you'll surely come across a lot of them, and I certainly have. I reckon give it a go. You will face challenges, but that's a part of it, and I think embracing challenges is such an important skill to learn.
Got an injury on the weekend? Our walk-in sports injury clinic is open Saturdays and Sundays to support you. Located ground floor, Calvary Adelaide Hospital, Wakefield Sports and Exercise Medicine Clinic is keeping you moving.
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings. Tom Wren for sport. Jade Robran on the scene as it happens. Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide. Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local, and only on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
We are unbelievably proud to announce today a partnership with Variety, the children's charity, which will result in a scholarship fund for children within the state who are in need of help to participate in the game. The total amount of the fund is going to be $100,000, which is a significant amount, but it's going to support young children access football in the state.
One of the many trademarks that Variety has really is about inclusion and joy and community. And this scholarship partnership speaks to all of that. It allows children to be involved. It allows children from a community program to be involved across all communities. And above all, will provide them with a great sense of joy.
There'll be 3 tiers of scholarships. One of those is a participation scholarship up to $2,000. There will be 2 grants provided for pathway program players up to $5,000, and Tier 3 will be an inclusion scholarship between $500 and $1,000 to support young kids under the age of 18 whose families need support to access the game. We think it's a really important project that we've been working on for a period of time. Variety are an amazing charity. They provide so much support to the local community, the partnership's been made with Variety and Football South Australia contributing equally to the fund to the tune of a total amount of $100,000. We think it's an exciting development for the game in the state, and it's with great pride that we announce that today.
go!
Welcome back for the second half here at PSD Energy Park. Half-time score was South Adelaide 2-1 up against Salisbury United. South Adelaide scoring twice, and Salisbury United replying all within the first 15 minutes. I'm 7-0 with you for this second half, and Simon Jimenez alongside me. Mainly the takeaway from the first half is just not knowing what to expect next.
Yeah, I think that's right. A lot of the action's been on the...
Ho puts his ball It's a save in the end from Jaden Stewart. And already, as I interrupt you, Simon, the action getting started very quickly, 40 seconds into the second half.
You told me an interesting stat about how active this period is this for both teams, and I think even going back to the first 10 minutes of this match, I'm not surprised it started with a little bit of a bang, but maybe South Adelaide got away with one there.
Yeah, South Adelaide have conceded 12 of their 57 goals this season within the first 15 minutes of the second half. It's their worst period. Salisbury's best period for goal scoring is 5 in this period as they look for another ball back into the box. Jones, again trying to threaten the last touch, coming off the defender, and it'll be another corner.
Haven't been terribly threatening though from the corner, I've got to say. Salisbury United, we don't have the stat count in front of us right now, but there's been quite a few at the other end during the first half, and haven't seen them look terribly threatening. Still they've got the players coming in to make a bit of a late run, and just that soft play surrounded by White in the middle.
Corner, a bit better this time. The header only really upwards from Harrington. I'm not too sure he even knew where it was going. Fote. Poor giveaway by Bannister. Now Huang trying to put him through Nicholas Samaras. And Andermeyer at the back post, but the offside flag goes up anyway.
I was going to say before, as we came out just to start the half, before we had a shot within the first 30 seconds, a lot of the action for South Adelaide has been on the right-hand attacking side, and now that's obviously on the near side as well. But we saw just within the first couple of seconds a bit of a slip just on the little patchy bit of turf.
The cricket pitch, which isn't the cricket pitch.
Yeah, there's been a couple of little slips in that part already today, so I wonder just how that will affect South Adelaide, because there has been a launch and counter-attacking runs from, so that's one area to watch just right through there.
Battle there on the close touchline. It will go back to the boot of Kumbakau, the former Adelaide United youth player, was their captain as well before joining Adelaide City, now with Salisbury United. Oh, finding the ball from Jones with a sliding challenge from Parker, which is fair. Here's Parker back with the ball. That time by Fote will be South Adelaide's throw.
Not sure if we mentioned as well on our set just that double change for South Adelaide. Yes. It's been Oscar Hastings and Terry Samaras come on. I don't know the players that come off though, unfortunately.
Here is Hastings. Joined South Adelaide from the reserve side of Sturt Lions midway through last season. This is 6th senior match, Oscar Hastings of 2026. Chetri. Field Bannister, but that one's lost. Majetic trying to keep it in possession. Brook Parker. Missed last week. 2-time State League winner and captain of this South Adelaide side. It's a lovely back heel into the path of Hastings. Kumbakau, rather unorthodox with a challenge, but it was fair in the end. Tree Gust. Scored that great goal last week on his first team debut against Modbury. Gets a second consecutive start. There's Tree Gust for South Adelaide tonight. To travel a fair way up here to Salisbury on this Thursday night of South Adelaide. Here's Hastings challenging from Taylor. South Adelaide throw. Coming to the centre again, here's one. Just trying to find it on his right boot, twisting and turning in the box. Goes back, puts it in low. Samaras' ball. Now Taylor's throw. Ball into midfield with Harrington. Just pokes it to Bannister. His right back. That pass a little bit too much in front, but we'll be back with O, and that's another errant pass. Ball behind Samaras there as he tried to touch it forward, and it's taken off of him. Driving upfield is Vella. Now with Jones, the former Olympic net. Back into the centre. Again, it's just behind the target of Harrington. Majetic chasing this one down to keep it in. Looking to resume that same spark which he gave Salisbury in the first half. Long throw, as we've been accustomed to in the first half. The head is upwards, and then again that time from Thompson. Still bouncing Taylor. I think the final touch coming off of him. It's a loose one here. Jones falls to him. He's onside, Jacob Jones. Taylor comes off the back of Jacob Jones, but the referee is not sure if it's offside or a foul, but either way it'll be a kick of the ball for the goalkeeper of South Adelaide in Jaden Stewart.
Maybe even a handle there, I'm not quite sure. It was just a very awkward body position for that.
Vem aí a Festa dos Pais Magalu. É dia 8 de agosto nas lojas. Café da manhã, brinde, presentes com até 60% de desconto. No dia do evento, tem café da manhã esperando por você. E comprando qualquer produto, você ganha um brinde exclusivo. Corre pra loja e parcele presentes em até 24 vezes no cartão Luiza. O presente perfeito para quem você ama tá na Festa dos Pais Magalu. Dia 8 de agosto nas lojas. Aproveite!
South Adelaide to attack with. Comes into the back post. Hit first time right along the ground. It's by Daniel Riles. Cleared away. All players in the attacking half for South Adelaide at the moment. Jones keeps it down with his head and will get it back here from Bannister. Able to keep it in and win the throw. An early change in the half for Salisbury will be the return of Jackson Bullen. His first match since round 16. I think it's Tema Harrington that's come off for him. Had started all previous 15 matches in which he played. Jackson Bullen comes on as a sub for the first time this season, the former Adelaide Croatia Raider. They're looking to try and change something for the home side. In need at the moment of 2 goals to keep their survival hopes alive. And will be cleared away in the end by Conroy. This be a long throw once again. Wants B. Majetic on the far side comes back in. The cross results in a throw.
I mentioned just as we started this half that it's a bit of a dangerous time for South Adelaide, and by contrast, just how Salisbury United can usually punish teams in this part of the game.
Long throw, Taylor, it's looping.
I was almost going to apply a bit of a commentator's curse there. Just give South Adelaide a little bit of credit with how they've come in this game. Just being a little bit more composed out the back than they have been throughout the first half, and just trying to weather a little bit of a storm from Salisbury United.
From Foden will be a South Adelaide free kick. Thompson's free kick goes in towards goal. It's a dangerous position. The shot only comes into the side netting.
Wasn't a bad delivery, and I think just the players weren't there to receive it, but drew the keeper out to try and claim it, just into a little bit of a vulnerable spot there. One of the runners for South Adelaide managed to get a bit of a touch and maybe switch it over to the other side of the goal. There would have been a lot of empty net in front of the table.
Keeping in with his header that goes back into midfield. Jones trying to find the through ball towards Oak. There'll be another throw.
Sorry, pal.
Taylor chesting it down. Samaras trying to put it through for one. It's well done to break themselves out of that awkward situation. Now Majetic with pace to get him down the wing, and he still goes with it. It's a good challenge in there and strong. Still with it is Majetic, right along the bar. Taylor's there, split in the header, goes over the bar. Taylor, fairly accustomed to putting headers away. And goals into the back of the net.
All started from that really nice ball right around the centre of the pitch that released that runner and Majetic, and it was very similar in the build-up to the first goal that we saw from South Adelaide.
Norris trying to thread this back line once again across the face of goal. It's not a bad effort. Was flying across. Again, just showing Salisbury what they can be capable of if caught off guard. But so far this half, it has been mostly Salisbury United in an attacking sense.
A couple really near missed opportunities right when the half started. I think it was only the first 5 minutes or so.
Bullen, it's a brilliant little touchdown to keep it. Decent ball over the top as well if Jones can get a touch on. Parker puts it upwards, gets caught with a straight arm, and will be a free kick the way of South Adelaide.
Bullen again making his mark there again. That really nice ball that he sent to the runner on the right-hand side before, winning in the middle once again. That seems to be a bit of a place where South Adelaide have been effective, and now Salisbury United using it to their favour.
Free kick again as we go towards the hour mark. More as time goes on, we do sense there to be a few more nerves. With Salisbury needing to, a draw is not enough to keep them up tonight. A win would be enough momentarily, but at the moment, needing to be in front is the goal.
It's pretty incredible, really, that we haven't seen any more goals since that flurry in the first 15 minutes. We've seen so many chances at both ends as well, and it's not a team able to convert since that action-packed first few minutes.
Kirby Greaves coming on. Canadian taking his place. Started last week, coming off the bench tonight. Another who spent time in Germany in the lower leagues. Also with Logan Lightning over in Queensland. Here's O. Back upfield. Jones might get the loose one. It'll be Matt Taylor to take rank and win it. Parker's header upwards to the opposing captain, and Matt Taylor. Parker will try and clear it. And really half claims from the players playing on the pitch. Salisbury's throw. Oscar Hastings throw. Headed back inside, that was by Samaras. South Adelaide would keep it again. A few more groans every time Salisbury lose the ball from this home ground, just getting louder each time it happens. Headed away. Only the edge of the box. Hit on the half volley, but takes a deflection off a defender. Back out by Riles. Another switch ball across field, which will bounce out of play. South Adelaide looking well in putting up the fight tonight, even in this second half, perhaps looking the better of the two sides, but still very much holding their own in this fixture.
Yeah, I think maybe their attacking opportunities have just dropped off a little bit in the second half compared to the little spurts and sputters that we saw from them in the first half. But again, we saw it really early on after Salisbury United dominate for maybe the first 7 or 8 minutes. It was a really neat attack and they were able to punish them.
Now here's Bullen again. There's been a real impact since coming in off the bench. Trying to whip that ball in. It'll be a throw. Bannisters. Englishman. Throw's not as long that time. To the cow. Jones. Put under pressure, perhaps. Fote will find Jones with the pass. Will win it back off the deflection. He's come through the youth ranks here at Salisbury. Jacob Fote in the first team. Bullen in with perhaps the late challenge. Taylor is fair, but he's going to booking on Jackson Bullen for coming in late. So a free kick for South Adelaide. Getting a slight reprieve of pressure. Battling through the field of blue as they go down this left side. They're doing very well. We'll continue on with South's throw. Samaras and Papageorgiou, 2 goal scorers for South Adelaide so far. Jacob Jones with the one for Salisbury, all within the first 15 minutes if you are just joining us here tonight. Salisbury needing all 3 points to stand a chance of survival in State League 1 for another year, after what has been such a disappointing campaign for them. Quite surprisingly, after their great first few outings since returning to the State League 1. South Adelaide, on the other hand, maybe something you sensed was coming after last season's final day heroics against Pontian Eagles, where they stayed up merely by winning on the final day and on goal difference against Vipers. Throw. Hastings ball comes in low to the front post. Demar to collect. Moves quickly upfield. Taylor putting the pressure on Parker. Again, the 2 captains and the 2 number 4s colliding in that challenge. And again, Taylor is strong. Commits the foul against Jesse Thompson. Thompson's ball over the top. Doesn't amount to anything.
We got through that period of the first 15 minutes of the half unscathed, so even though we thought, given it's been a bit of a prolific period for South Adelaide conceding and Salisbury United scoring, we saw none of that happen. And on the flip side as well, it does seem like the air's been maybe taken out of this game a little bit. Still going from end to end, but just the real clear attacking opportunities just seem to be drying up a little bit.
When we get to the late stages of the game, the stat that really sticks out for Salisbury United's case, 45 goals conceded this season in total. 15 have come in the last 15 minutes of matches against Salisbury United. Salisbury are looking to make some substitutions. It's like a triple change to try and combat that. Audi Nestoris, one of those looking to come on. Here's Jacob Jones on the ball. Sliding challenge in is enough to put off Jones. That deflection falls fortunate from distance. Striking! Mitchell Call, another looking to come on for Salisbury in a moment when the ball does go out of play eventually. And Liam Bebbington, the other. Will be Chetri O.
Given that valuable space he's been occupying just on the outside of that defensive line for South Adelaide.
Taylor, Nestoris hasn't scored a league goal yet this season. It'll be the perfect time to try and open his account. Will be the throw here. And of course, Bannister will come all the way across from right back to take this long.
He was beelining for it. He didn't even give him a moment to think about it being any other way, and he's going to get as much as he can out of this run up here. He hasn't quite got the acres of space that he's got on the far side.
Plenty of space to run for the long throw as it does go in deep. He goes down, but no penalty. Over the top, and that's smart by Sugmo Huang. It's 2-on-3. That's a crucial touch in there from Kumbakau. Nearly launching them directly on a counter-attack, but not to be. Bevington trying to apply pressure, but just goes down.
Really impressed by that defensive touch from Kumbakau just a moment ago. His body was going the other way and he stuck out his foot. He could have very easily just lost his balance there, and Walker just glided past him, just missing it by an inch or two, but got enough of a touch on just to stifle that attack. Did well.
First time over the top from Cool. Able to be cleared. Back into Riles. Stora's trying to put pressure from the forward line. Challenging from Cool again, but unable to win it. It's a completely random fall there as Jacob Jones tries to hit it from the edge of the box. But out of nowhere, Daniel Riles just going down.
He was just holding his hamstring there as well, but sometimes when you trip you do, of course, clutch a limb and maybe think how we're going to justify that. He was in that middle part where he was referred to affectionately before the game started, the cricket pitch. Another interesting fact we're given is that it's going to be the last home game on this very turf, because we're going to be due for a brand new artificial pitch next year. I'm sure that little cricket pitch is something that I won't miss.
Missed pass there by Fote. Now with Samaras. Into the box. Defense not enough. One. A little rub of the heads.
Cheeky, but I enjoyed it. A bit of friendly acknowledgement.
Once cleared into the stands for a Salisbury throw. Float down the line. Unfortunately, doesn't keep his touch. Throw it inside from Greaves. With a bit of space here is Conroy, but opts of the strike might not have been the right option there. Plenty of time to decide.
Wasn't even close on that instance, but just before that I was really impressed with that pivot and that little bit of acceleration that Wang just showed. He got around so quickly and just launched. You don't always get to see what they do up close, but in that instance you just saw how quickly he's off the line.
Clearance upfield, Bullen sliding in just enough. Taylor's on side if he can get to this. On goes Matt Taylor. As Bevington on the edge of the area. It's a ball touch from Estoras. Samaras with a touch and go up against Fote. Kumbakau now in close proximity. Trying to run him off the ball, he does do so well.
Kumbakau's really had his hands full tonight, hasn't he? In that instance, he did really well. Just after his run, just kept it a little bit wide just to nice Samaras.
Taylor again trying to win a header and flick it on, but the outcome not what is desired. Huang, he's crossing at the back post. It's miscommunication all around. And 3-1 goes South Adelaide with 15 minutes to go. Is that the end, possibly, of State League 1 life for Salisbury United?
I was thinking just in the build-up to it was getting that do-or-die time, and Salisbury United have to take all three to have any possibility of staying up, and now that mountain has just got a little bit taller. There hasn't been as many clear-cut opportunities. There was a couple very early on in the half, to be fair, but since then, you can't say the last 20-25 minutes has been a whole lot of clear-cut opportunity, even since the subs came on as well. They haven't been piling on the opportunities, but I think they'll certainly be just turning up the intensity for this last in the stretch.
Taylor winning the header. Falls on the edge of the box to Bebbington. Still with it, Bebbington, but cleared off his own feet. 3 goals in the last 15 minutes. Salisbury United currently near. They've only scored 4 in the last 15 minutes all season.
As Bannister reporting back to his post, ready to take another long throw.
Front post, headed away at the back post. Bouncing about in the box, needs some sort of final touch. Restoras goes down, keeps the ball back at his feet, wins a corner.
In all honesty, I think Salisbury United have been a little bit more threatening from those long throws than they have for corners so far today.
Do have a corner to take here from Cool. It's in high. Keeper doesn't get a touch, but he's fouled, according to our referee.
That was a much better corner taken. Mentioned during the pretty much every other one that we've seen so far was sent in. Just we've seen ones just fall shy of the front post, and we've seen numbers sticking a little bit further out. But you can see when you land it high, you just have it right on the keeper's head. You can create a little bit of confusion. In that instance, the keeper does win the foul, but at the moment they've seen every chance they can possibly get.
Jones. Taylor Nestoras doesn't get the right connection. Decent build up there from Salisbury. Kumbakau wins the foul there.
Tried to make his hands look busy after that, but once he committed the foul, there's no point holding me in the air after that.
Absolutely. Towards the right side. Restoras back out wide to the right. Cross comes in looking for Eddie, head towards it. No one was able to pick up the spillage from keeper Jaden Stewart. Samaras doesn't get that touch. And that's another good piece of work by Kumbakau. Although having conceded 3. Commentator's curse right there. I was about to praise him. Still disregarding that one pass, he has done a fairly solid job, especially in the second half. I'm just trying to cut out any little opportunities. Jones rolls past him. That might have just been better to try and play that pass infield to Bebbington.
Just the more desperate Salisbury United look in this later period as time continues to go by. I don't think they realistically look any more likely to score, unfortunately.
Bullen. Really tough work there to try and keep that one in play. Foul given in a free kick for Salisbury. Which call again on the dead ball. Since he's come on. Again looking for the back post. Bouncing down. Under control by Riles. And now Tree Gust. Passing roll for the moment there with South Adelaide. Taylor going first time. Both the number 4s going down, but Salisbury continuing on Mitch Cool's touch. Thankfully for Salisbury, there's a big net right there where that's been cleared, so it's hit nobody. And again, Bannister will beeline across the pitch to take service of this throw long into the box.
So Robert Parker's just feeling the after effects of that collision as well. I think that was a bit of an unfortunate bit of contact, given the way he's doubled over.
Bannister's throw. It's headed away. Huang furthers forward. Trying to buy time. First ball back inside is nice. Taylor. Out wide now with Cool. Decent cross in. Falls over the top. Taylor will let it roll out for a corner. Less than 10 minutes left.
A clumsy way for South Adelaide to steal possession there. They really didn't need to try to dribble it through traffic, and it gives Salisbury United a chance off this corner if they can do something a little bit better with it like they did last time.
Another change coming in for Salisbury there. Anthony Matosevic coming in. It's a high corner. Bounces in the box. Bannister the one to come off there in that moment, so no more long throws from Salisbury. Apart from that one. Another goal kick. Got promoted in 2023, did Salisbury United from the State League 2 into the State League 1. 3-year stint which saw them in finals last year. Nestoras pokes it on for Jacob Jones! Needs to hit for the last 2 minutes, could set us up for something perhaps special in Salisbury United's case.
He was still trying to plead his case, but for me it was pretty clear there.
Wow. Matt Taylor bears the weight of expectation with this penalty. Looking to make it his 10th of the season, needs to score it to try and mount a comeback for Salisbury. And it'll be a retake. A bizarre first 15 minutes of the match and a bizarre last 15 perhaps, Simon.
Yeah, I can't really say I'm surprised. I've seen everything so far tonight. He did the job, saved it, all the pressure was on Taylor, just narrowing this deficit. He had the chance to be the hero. And
the mental mind game's going on at the moment. Here's Matt Taylor.
Matt Taylor went in to try and get the final word. Mental mind game's just trying to get that up age, because now it's a very different game. He reduced to 3-2 compared to 3-1 just moments ago. To be really switched on here though, because again, going back to early moments of the game when we've seen Salisbury United poor on attack, they've been a little bit vulnerable at the back, so a little bit quiet in that realm for South Adelaide in terms of their opportunities going forward, but it's just United have to be wary of.
Kumbakau with the clearance upfield. This crowd's going to get louder and louder, and closer it gets to 90 minutes. Jones. Bevington now. Soft go down from Bevington, attracting the penalty in all fairness.
The crowd don't quite agree with you, but I think maybe a little bit more of a sound of hope.
Jones touches inside. Will he win the corner? No, he'll be cleared back away. Down the line. Home crowd very happy to see the Korean striker go down. Matt Taylor again. Out wide with Jones. Options plenty in the box for Jones for overrunning the ball, but might just go back in his favour. Ball over the top. Headed back away. Less than 5 minutes left. Salisbury needing to. South Adelaide with really nothing to play for in these last 2 matches. They're already down. They're here just to ruin Salisbury's night. At the moment, they are on for it, but Salisbury need a late comeback. Another day, at least.
A little bit of a shout from the crowd just where the play's gone down right in front of us, but in all fairness, the play's been going down that exact spot all night.
Keep in mind Salisbury without any changes left as well if this is a more severe injury. Using them all up somewhat early in the piece.
Called the trainer on.
And the pickle juice too. What would you rather?
Looks like they don't need the trainer, the pickle juice will suffice. The elixir of life.
Taking away their own seconds now, Salisbury. Jacob Fote to his feet. Places his park back towards Terry Samaras. Ball one back off of Daniel Rise of South Adelaide. Space to roam into here. Jacob Jones having to retrieve back. Jones switching play towards Mitch Call on the far side. Not long left for either side. Kumbakau winning the header. Taylor doesn't keep it. They're playing these passes quickly now. Kumbakau again winning a header. Jones up against Oscar Hastings. There's a slight tug of the shirt, but no foul. Will be Salisbury's throw. Last minute until we enter added time. Pushed upfield again, cleared by Parker. One, but again, no one in particular. Putting in a good challenge, loose on his own feet, but still comes in. Parker's head up. Enough of a touch away. Salisbury's throw. They need 2 in added time now, if they have any chance. Cleared away. Play goes down. Stewart to take this goal kick. Actually the first time in their last 3 meetings that both sides have scored in this fixture. A 2-0, a 0-0 and a 4-0 before a 5-1 back in 2017. Here's Bevington, he played in that match, the 5-1 in 2017. Jones, unable to get past, committing the foul, in desperation. Into the second minute of added time. Completely up to our referee Daniel Faulkner as to how much longer we do have left. I can't imagine it would be too much from this point onwards. Bullen, Bevington, Taylor. Any effort needs to go long and forward now. Taylor going to try and win this now. Header goes right back up. Jones. Header is way with that time. Will bounce out for the throw.
It's been the same sort of situation all night for Salisbury United going forward with now those frantic little scrambles.
Bannister, I thought he was going to come off the bench to take the throw then, but he's just offered the bib to clean the ball for Mitch Cool to take it.
I think the bib and a little bit of a moral support, just maybe his presence will help the ball go along.
Mitch Cool's throw, Taylor's header on. Huang playing out from the back now, a Salisbury throw. Eastern United will be watching this result, hoping it stays as is, because as it stands, they'll be safe in State League 1 as this ball comes in. Able to be captured in the end again by Jaden Stewart. Eastern United, of course, themselves promoted from the State League 2 in that championship final last year. Salisbury at the moment staring the State League 2 North right in the face. Unless a miracle can happen here. Stewart fumbles the ball, but play on, says the referee. That's hit and over the bar. Into the 4th minute of added time now.
Just can't believe how much late drama that we've seen. It's been bookended with everything that happened in the first 10 minutes. Those 2 goals for South Adelaide to get up away from home. And for Salisbury United to respond. A bit of a lull through the middle, although there was still plenty of opportunities throughout the first half. But then we had that penalty initially saved, but then the retake called. Salisbury United to just reduce that deficit a little bit.
Could this be the nail in the coffin for South Adelaide? Comes back into the middle, it's poked. Away from goal. But it is a corner. It was actually a really good save from Andermeyer off his boot to force it wide. South Adelaide, first time in quite a while they've been in the attacking third. This one from distance, and that is full time, and unfortunately these are the 2 sides that will be going down to the State League 2 North and South next season, with one